Our topic is decimal fraction numeration, and my subtopic or concept is extending place value to thousands. The objective is for students to learn how place value can be extended to thousands so that they can confidently identify fractional parts of a decimal number. The lesson is suitable for students at level 5 because at level 4 they have worked with fractions and decimals and extended place value to tenths and hundredths, and have also worked with metric units of length at levels 3 and 4. Alright class, so today we're going to learn a little bit more about place value and number, and I know you are experts at it because you have been working with it for quite a few years now. And I also know that last year you worked with fractions and decimals and extended the place value to tenths and hundredths. So I will revise some of that before moving on to the new part. Okay, so as you might remember, when you learned about number and whole numbers, you represented one whole number like this. Okay, so, and then when you started looking at parts of a number, what you did is you divided this into 10 equal parts. Okay, and if we divide that into 10 equal parts, it would look something like this, and we call those tenths. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now if I shade one of these, okay, how might I write that as a fraction, Sally?
I'd say that as 1 over 10.
Great, Sally. Great. Now, so that's 1/10, okay, represented as a fraction. How might we write this as a decimal, Sally?
Might write that as 0.
0 in the ones, yeah?
Yes, in the ones. 0.1.
Good job. So I have no holes and I have 1/10. So after tenths, you looked at even smaller parts, and we divided this by 10, and if we divide that by 10, it would look like this, okay? And we call those hundredths. Now, if I had to shade one of these, okay, how might I write that as a fraction?
I'd say that as 1 over 100.
Great, Sally, 1 over 100, that's great. So that's 1/100th. And I can also write 1/100th as a decimal. How might I write that as a decimal, Sally?
Write that as 0.01.
Great, good job. So I have no holes, no tenths, but I have 1/100th. All right, so I want to make sure that you remember something important. So if I had to shade 5 of these, okay, how many tenths would I have, Sally?
You would have 5 tenths.
5 tenths, correct. Now, if I had to shade all of these, so how many hundredths have I shaded, Sally?
50.
50, good job. 50 hundredths. Can you notice anything, Sally?
Yes, I can. They're both the same.
And what do you think that means, the same?
It means that 5 tenths is the same as 50 hundredths.
Good job, that's what I was looking for. Okay, so this is the new part, okay? So we've divided this into 10 equal parts, it looks like this, and then we've divided this into another 10, which looks like this. So now to get smaller parts, which we call thousandths, we divide each of these little boxes into 10, and we call those thousandths, and they are very, very small parts, okay? Now, if I had to shade one of these little ones, okay? All right, so how do you think, based on what we've done, how do you think we might write that as a fraction?
1 over 1,000.
Good job, Sally. Good job. 1 over 1,000. So if I wanted to write that as a decimal, okay, I have how many ones?
0.
Great. And how many tenths?
0.
Great. How many hundredths do I have, Sally?
0.
Great. And how many thousandths do I have?
1.
Good job. Okay. So we've used these to show thousandths. Great. Now, do you remember when we were measuring different lengths, what was the smallest unit that we used?
centimetre.
Centimetres very small, yes. But was there another unit that we used, even smaller?
Millimetre.
Great, great, Helen. It is a millimetre. Now, so 1 centimetre, what do you think 1 centimetre is?
100.
Great, so 1 centimetre would be 1/100th of a metre. So a millimetre, how many millimetres do we have in a metre?
1,000.
Good, so 1 millimetre would be what of a metre? Helen?
1,000.
Correct. So a millimetre is 1,000th of a metre. Good job. Now, I know that you like playing games, so today we're going to play a game to help us remember what we've learned, okay? We're going to play dominoes. Great job, girls. Well done. Okay, class, so what have we learnt today?
I learned that 1 millimetre is 1,000th of a metre.
Great job, Helen. And anything else?
I've learnt that in place value we have smaller parts than hundredths, and the 1,000th is 10 times smaller than a hundredth.
That's fantastic, Sally. Good job.